Hey, what's good? It's been a minute. I don't know why, but I feel like it's been a minute since I've been able to talk to you guys. But what's up? Back here with another video. First things first, as we always do around here, I want to thank everyone who watched the last video, the last few videos. I uploaded a few videos throughout the week over the past 2 weeks. Sorry that hasn't been the case this past week. I was really locking down and working on this video because I wanted it to be up to the editing standards of the rest of the basketball community, and that required a lot of time, a lot of just sitting down here and focusing on this video to make it the best possible for you guys. Again, thank you for everyone who's been watching my content. Thank you to everyone who's been liking my content, and shout out to the 6970 subscribers that we have now. And onto the video. The National Basketball Association is a league that has existed for almost 100 years at this point in the United States of America and beyond at this point, as it was founded in 1946 and has served as the main hub and the main home for the world's greatest basketball players from any walks of life through the past 75 years. It has been the absolute pinnacle and staple of the basketball world ever since 1946, and throughout the decades and various eras that have been introduced and have exited out of the NBA's history books, we have seen some of the greatest humans pick up a basketball that have ever picked up a basketball. Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, to say a few. But then recently we even have names such as Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shaquille O'Neal, the late great Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, and various countless others who have walked the hallways of NBA arenas and have played some of the greatest and highest intensity sports matches that we have ever seen. And today I want to talk about why all of that in 2021 is some bullshit and why the NBA is declining. Hello, my name is Cardiac K, and this is my video essay on the NBA. First things first, I want to tackle something that I know a lot of people may be thinking that I might point out throughout this video: the ratings. And although yes, the ratings are declining, and that's kind of the low-hanging fruit that a lot of mainstream analysts use to say, oh, the NBA is failing, oh, the NBA is on a decline, but it's pretty much a myth. As aside from the 2 years that we've been in, I don't know, a national worldwide pandemic, the ratings have been through the roof over the past 5 finals with the lack of defense and the foul baiting and the super teams. Yeah, people have wanted to watch that more than ever before. The past 5 finals before the pandemic, from about 2015 to 2019, or even going back to 2014 to 2019, have rivaled some of the highest viewed finals within the last 30 years, including but not limited to the 2010 finals between the Celtics and Lakers, the 2002 finals between the Lakers and just no, streaming services aren't making the ratings go down. The lack of defense isn't making the ratings go down. The foul baiting isn't. The super teams, no, that's stupid. That's a low-hanging fruit, and it's a bad argument. And I'm not going to be talking about bad arguments because I only make good ones. Thank you for watching this video. But one of the first things that I do want to address when it comes to why I feel like the NBA as a company, the NBA as a league, and the NBA as an entertainment machine is on the decline is that it hates technology. And the reason why this is because the NBA has on numerous occasions failed to perfectly adapt and absorbs new streaming culture and the new internet culture and different internet personalities into the NBA mainstream and make those people household names. The same way that ESPN had Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless and push these people in every NBA respect to get to the mainstream, to where now people like Stephen A. Smith are more known than even NBA players just for spewing these takes that they have. What goes into this is the fact that the NBA has not completely absorbed and completely adapted to the fact that YouTube is a thing, the fact that House of Highlights is a thing, and they are succeeding a lot. And still, it does not feel like the NBA is being very welcoming to this new era of how things work. You see, there's no reason why I should have to dance around the NBA's copyright or even have to do the things I do and other NBA YouTubers do the things that they do in order to evade getting copyright striked from the NBA. There's no reason why the NBA shouldn't have something in place to where creators can pay a fee for NBA footage and use that footage in their videos without signing to NBA playmakers for that to be an option. The NBA should be more welcoming of the streaming culture that is and the internet culture as a whole. And for the streaming side, that goes into NBA League Pass, which I will talk about in a second. But for right now, just on the personality side, there's no reason why people like B-Souls, Legend of Winning, Dom2K, Rusty Buckets, and even Kenny to an extent haven't been completely welcomed into the NBA analysis, commentary, atmosphere, and respected at the same level as these ESPN commentators or these TNT hosts. And why aren't they? I don't fucking know. It's because the NBA is rich and they don't want to give them their money, or they don't want to partner up with these guys that are in this new internet culture. It's literally just, quite frankly, a monopoly over a sport, deciding not to engage with people who benefit off of that sport, but on a much smaller scale as of right now, to be honest. And I feel like that's the NBA's problem that they're going to have to deal with the future, because as we can see with people like Kenny, he consistently attracts a crowd of 100,000 people, whether he's talking about basketball, playing a basketball video game, interviewing basketball players. And the NBA has just not welcomed him in on the same likes as a Stephen A, on the same likes as a Skip Bayless, of a Jay Williams. Not to say that he should be at every NBA game interviewing players on the court, and I'm sure Kenny doesn't even want to do that to begin with, but I feel like there is still a part of the culture that has yet to be accepted by the league itself and is sitting there suffering despite what they bring to the NBA and the basketball culture as a whole. And speaking of League Pass, the next thing that I want to talk about is the fact that it's so damn hard to watch the NBA sometimes. I shouldn't have to pay for Hulu Live television or YouTube TV in order to watch NBA games. Even the ones here in Houston, I shouldn't have to do that. And there's no reason why League Pass, which is really just a streaming service, the same vein as Netflix or Hulu or Crunchyroll or Funimation or Disney Plus or Paramount Plus, there's no reason why League Pass should be pushing upwards of $30, because there's actually less content. Even on the ad welcoming part of League Pass, there's less content available on League Pass than there is on a Netflix, on a Hulu. Now granted, the content that you are getting on a League Pass is live, so I'm sure there's some monetary value that's added to that there isn't on Netflix or Hulu or on a Paramount Plus or on a Disney Plus. But still, there's no reason why it should be $30, and even more if you don't want ads, and then even more if you want coverage on the NBA through their mediocre shows and a few hardwood classics, I'm assuming. But it's just ridiculous that those are the lengths that you have to go to just watch NBA games on a regular, because it's not like they're actually showing them on cable-free television. And then even when you have League Pass, you still have to worry about the blackouts that happen because there's a TV provider that has the exclusive rights to this game in the regular season, game 36 on a Thursday afternoon, starting at 7:30 p.m. Who the fuck is buying that? Why is that something that I have to pay for cable for and then get this specific channel? Why can't I watch it on League Pass, which I'm already paying $40 a month for? It's stupid. And it's actively rejecting the way that society has been trending towards for the past several years. I'll have the screenshots and the examples that I'm using of the prices of all these things and just how absurd it is to actually watch NBA games if you have the funds to, and just the fact that you have to have funds to watch a lot of these NBA games as a whole. And that also goes into the fact that the NBA has these things called national televised games that are nationally televised on ESPN, which is only available through cable. You know how I know it's only available through cable? Because when it comes to ESPN or when it comes to TNT, when you get the app, it asks you what's your cable provider. And then based off of that, if you don't have cable, you still can't watch it on the app, therefore making the app insignificant, which is the dumbest business model I've ever seen on my 17 years on the planet. There's no reason why you should have an app that is not only compatible with your cable provider and your cable service and your TV service, but also is contingent on you having that cable service in order for you to use the streaming service. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid ESPN. That's stupid TNT. And whoever does that, whether you do it for March Madness, whether you do it for NBA games, it's stupid. Stop doing that. It's a bad business model. Not only are you losing money, of course it's not consumer friendly either, because then you can't watch basketball. And then you have all these articles writing every year, oh, how your ratings are failing because you're refusing to put games on ABC, which is the only national station that is actually free. ESPN's not free. TNT's not free. But the thing is, there are only about 12 to 15 to even maybe on a healthy year, 20 games that show throughout the year on ABC, which is the only actual national broadcasting that the NBA does, because they don't have a Fox contract, they don't have an NBC contract, not for the finals, not for anything, which is why you can't even conceivably compare NBA ratings to NFL ratings or Olympic ratings, because why? It's shown on one thing, and that one thing only happens at most once a week during the NBA season. Doesn't happen with the draft. Doesn't happen with Summer League. Now, it does happen on a more regular basis in the playoffs, and actually every NBA Finals game I was able to watch on ABC, but throughout the regular season, no. And that's a problem, because then people, regardless of where they fall in their tax bracket or whatever, they can't watch basketball. And the NBA is in the business of getting people to watch basketball because that's how they make a business. It's counterproductive. It's stupid. Don't do that.